Hello, my name is Michael Rainville and welcome to MCN6. Today we're going to learn a little bit more about the East Minneapolis Exchange Club. And with us I have a couple guests from a couple members of the club. And our guests are Hannah and Tom. And Hannah, maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. My name is Hannah Darren Comey. I live here in Northeast. I do some contract work for Pinnacle Services. They are here in Northeast as well. I mostly, though, I'm a stay-at-home mom. That's what I do full-time. And I had heard about the Exchange Club in the Northeaster. I had read a little clip that said they meet at Elsie's every Wednesday. And
of course, Elsie's Bowling Alley is the epicenter of social activity in Northeast Minneapolis.
Yeah. And so one of the little things that it said in the clip was that the East Minneapolis Exchange Club was about child abuse prevention, and that is something that is dear to my heart. My background is family social science with a minor in child abuse prevention. So it was a natural fit.
Great. And Tom, how about you? How did you get involved with the Exchange Club? Tell us a little bit about yourself and what brought you to this wonderful organization.
Well, my name is Tom Siwek, and I work with Siwek Lumber and Millwork. It's a family business on Marshall Street Northeast. I was asked to join the Exchange Club back in 1994 from a family friend, Frank Picha from Northeast Bank, a wonderful person and member of the community that was a leader in the organization from the early 50s to the 70s and 80s. I joined because I want to pass out flags at the Central Parade.
The big East Side Parade every year.
Parade. I thought I got them when I was a child, and I thought, boy, I would love to do that to make a child's face smile just from giving them a little flag. Also, I was afraid to speak publicly. That was a fear that I wanted to overcome, and I thought if I joined a group like the Exchange Club, I could do some presentations or maybe some, event emceeing. And well, the rest of that is history. I've done the emceeing for the Youth Benefit Dinner for 20 years now.
Okay, right now he's going to grab a number, lay it down, put it in the envelope, and keep it, and we'll announce it later, and he'll pop it back in there.
Tom, tell us a little bit about the history of the Exchange Club. It's been around since the 50s, you said?
Yeah, I believe it started in 1955. Folks like Frank Picha and Ed Rainville, I believe it's your uncle, was a member. Harold Flitty, which owns Marshall Concrete. All those folks have gone on, passed away, but were very good inspiration, and I learned a lot from those folks in my childhood and my starting of the career. And
the idea is to help fund programs such as youth programs, or I know you're very good with the police department, and Americanism projects.
Yep, those are our main focuses, is youth, child abuse prevention, and Americanism. Programs that support those themes.
And you sponsor several events to help raise the dollars to do that. And tell us a little bit about the Food Truck Jam. That's your newest event.
Yeah, the Food Truck Jam, our first ever Food Truck Jam was last summer in June. And we just brought together a local theme, a local flavor that said, in Northeast, we have all these wonderful microbrews. We have food trucks that we never get to try because they're all downtown, but they're local businesses. These folks live and work Northeast. And then, music, lots of local bands and fun. So we brought them together for an afternoon for 4 hours and said, come on in, enjoy the local flavor of Northeast with food trucks, beer, and bands, and support the Exchange Club's programs.
And at that event, I was surprised at how many people, that was their first visit to the 612 Brewery. So that got showcased as well.
Yes, it did. That site at the 612 Brew, the building is called the Broadway, owned by Peter Remish and First and First. They developed Buildings Northeast, and they did a wonderful job recreating an old feeling of Northeast. And it's a great location. 612 Brew is a wonderful company. There's 4 gentleman that owned that business that was very willing to participate and help out with this event.
Hi, my name is Michael Rainville, and through the magic of cable TV, we're going to show you a lot of information about the East Side Exchange Club. And I'm with Tom Siwek. Tom, you've been a member a long time. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your involvement with the Exchange Club.
Yeah, I've been a member for 20 years, and I'm involved with the Exchange Club. I've been president in the past, and I like to be involved in all things in the neighborhood. We have a local business, Siwek Lumber and Millwork, that's been in the neighborhood for 80 years. So as a business owner and community member, I want to give back to the community and do things that can enrich them because they've been so good to us.
And who belongs to this Exchange Club? What type of members do you have?
Yeah, we have a big mix of members, mostly business owners, some nonprofits, individual Northeast members, maybe some retired folks that have done a lot in the community. They want to keep giving. The money we raise goes to local youth organizations like at the Eastside Neighborhood Services and the YMCA, Child Abuse Prevention at the Crisis Nursery. So we're working on projects that are mainly to do with children Northeast. I want to thank our sponsors to the event, and especially for First and First, the owner of this building, Peter Remish. It's the Broadway, and it's a gorgeous site and a great place for Northeast.
Hi, my name is Amy Deeden, and I'm a member of the East Minneapolis Exchange Club, and I've been a member for about 6 years. And I really think the club itself is great. I joined because they accept women, and it's actually 50-50, pretty much women and male participants at the club. And I really like the mission, which for the club, what we do is we raise money and then we give it back to organizations within the community already doing work. So we're not recreating a wheel that's already working somewhere else. We are actually helping those wheels work better.
Hi, I'm Susan McCauley, and I'm with Eastside Neighborhood Service. I've been a member of the East Minneapolis Exchange Club since about 1997. And the reason why I'm involved in Exchange is because of the wonderful thing that it does in this community. Eastside Neighborhood Services has been serving the community since 1915, and the Exchange has been a supporter of community services. So it's been a wonderful participation from our point of view. The services that Eastside provides include employment services and youth services and services for older adults, as well as early childhood services. So the support from the Exchange Club, which focuses on services for youth, older adults, and pretty much this East Minneapolis community has a huge impact on the community's well-being. Plus the wonderful members of Exchange who contribute to all the good work going on in the community. It's such a wonderful sense of camaraderie and community involvement, and we're all working together to make East Minneapolis the place to live.
Today we have our Northeast Food Truck Jam, which is one of our newer events. It is food trucks, local beers, local food trucks, local food, and all the money goes back to local charities. And along with this event, we also do a pancake breakfast every fall, which is what it is, pancakes and sausages. Very wonderful event. We also do a youth benefit dinner every year at Jack's Cafe, and that consists of a steak dinner, chicken or fish, and we do a silent auction. We play bingo, which is very Northeast, and we also have a raffle drawing. So we do a lot of various events. One of the most fun events that we do that actually doesn't require a lot of participation from others is we are in the Northeast Minneapolis Parade, and we're one of the first floats, and we hand out small American flags for the kids to wave for the rest of the parade, which is a really nice thing that I think the club does. And it's a good visual as well for people as they're coming through the parade themselves. If they're in the parade, they get to see all these little kids with American flags, and it's something fun for the kids to have as well.
Well, I'm Susan O'Reilly, and I've been an East Minneapolis Exchange Club member for about 7 years. The reason why I joined is because I grew up Northeast, I live and I work Northeast, and I wanted to get involved in a way that went beyond just work, and it was something I could do for the community. What I like about Exchange is that it's a group of men and women, all different ages, all different backgrounds, who are coming together to do something nice for Northeast.
For anyone who's looking to be a part of a club within their community, I think the East Minneapolis Exchange Club is a really good one. There's a lot of opportunities to try out different events, and we really look to people's talents to find out what they enjoy doing, and then we try to match that up with what we're doing. And a lot of it is also offering a chance for leaders to be developed. So I would never have thought I would be leading a club, and I have been, which is very exciting and different.
Well, if you'd like to get involved with Exchange, you can check us out. We meet every Wednesday at Elsie's at 12:15 over the lunch hour. We also have a Facebook page, East Minneapolis Exchange Club, that you can check out and find more information about what we do, the events we have that are upcoming, and how you can get involved. And in addition to being a member, you can get involved by just supporting the programs, whether it's coming to the Food Truck Jam or to our pancake breakfast. There's ways you can get involved with very little effort.
My name is Casey Schleisman, and I have been with the East Minneapolis Exchange Club for about 3 years. and I am a member because the YMCA has had a representative from the organization be part of the Exchange Club for a few years, and I had the opportunity to join as one of our previous members exited. And it's just been a whirlwind of great activities, networking, wonderful people that I've been able to have the pleasure to meet. And the East Minneapolis Exchange Club has really gone above and beyond in their support for the YMCA, specifically the Emma B. Howe YMCA Youth Intervention Services, where we work with a lot of younger people that are in crisis, are coming out of the foster care system, the corrections system, maybe experiencing homelessness, facing a multitude of variety of factors and barriers in their lives. And the Exchange Club has gone, you know, they've really rallied the community to support organizations like ours, and it's just been tremendous on how much we're able to continue our work and to do more of the good work that we're doing because of the Exchange Club. For me personally, it's really helped to create a network of like-minded individuals that have similar interests as me, which is really what I found to just give back and give back to the community that we're living in, that we're working in. And I'm a proud member of Exchange Club, couldn't be happier. And it's great events like all of these that we have each year that continue to raise money and funds and create more awareness for the services that are so key to our communities and the lives and individuals that we're transforming.
My name's Luke Kyle. I'm co-owner of the Anchor Fish and Chips at Northeast Minneapolis. Tom Siwek gave me a call and asked if we'd be interested in being a part of this fundraising event to help out the community and the neighborhood here in Northeast. We were more than happy to be a part of it. When Catherine and Jenny and I decided to open up the Anchor, we had our minds made up on where it was going to be. We were both residents of the Northeast neighborhoods. We knew what spot we wanted to be in, and we made it happen there. We have just loved the fact that it is a small, tight-knit community, and it reminds me, I should speak for myself, of growing up back in Ireland, and just the close-knit community that care about each other and take care of each other. And that's why we're citizens and neighbors here in the community. I just want to say thanks to the Exchange Club for making this a better place to live.
She would not want it to be that way. I listen to my baby say.
Tom, tell us a little bit about the food truck jam for this year. Last year was a big success, and you have one planned again for June.
The event this year is June 22nd at the same location in the parking lot of 612 Brew. We're going to have food trucks again, expand a little bit, a few changes. The microbrews will be there. We've added a couple more of those, expanded it to about 12 or 15 selections. We are going to have local music, all local bands, starting at noon, and we'll go till 5 or later.
Another event that is kind of legendary in Northeast here is your Northeast Celebration. You do several awards at that. One is the Book of Golden Deeds.
The Book of Golden Deeds honors a unsung hero or volunteer of the community for the past year, or someone that's spent their whole lifetime. Folks that are under the radar and don't get the recognition they really deserve because they're quietly, you know, strongly trying to make Northeast better without the recognition, and we search out those folks and bring them to the limelight.
And Hannah, you do that in conjunction with the Northeast Chamber of Commerce?
Yeah, the Chamber does a lot of the legwork as far as setting up like the brochure and everything and getting it out there, but we get to work with the Chamber, and so we present our awards at their banquet, and they also do awards as well, different.
Business of the Year. And
yes, and so it's kind of a nice partnership. Because quite a few of the exchange folks are also connected with the Chamber, and so it's kind of a fun partnership of community folks and business folks coming together.
And Christine Levins is just a joy to work with.
Tonight was the 5th annual Northeast Celebration, which is a celebration of evening and community awards. The partnership began with the East Minneapolis Exchange Club and the Northeast Chamber 5 years ago. We decided that we wanted to bring our two separate events together to make sure the people that serve the community and business members could come together to celebrate what goes on in our community. That was the origins of this particular program. The East Minneapolis Exchange Club traditionally gives the Book of Golden Deeds Award for someone in the community that has done and provided exemplary service. Secondly, they provide the Officer of the Year Award for an officer from the 2nd Precinct. And when appropriate, they award the Proudly We Hail, which is for a business or organization that displays the American flag.
Inspector Kathy Waite, you run the 2nd Precinct here on the East Side. How important is the East Side Exchange Club and the Chamber of Commerce for your success?
Oh, we couldn't do the job we do without having great partners out in the community, like the Exchange Club and the Chamber. The Exchange Club has offered us so much support, not only financial support, but just support in the community and sharing with the community and the citizens about the work that we do. They've helped us build a lot of additional partnerships with area businesses that we would not have otherwise had the opportunity to build upon unless we had them providing us with those opportunities. So we're just very happy to be here tonight and glad that they support us on a daily basis.
And you must be very proud that one of your officers is being honored tonight.
I am. Officer Nick England is the award winner for this evening. He works the overnight shift, the dog watch, up at the 2nd Precinct.
And when you say dog watch, what are the hours? And what does that term come from?
Dog watch is a long, old term that was used to describe the hours that they work. They work from 8:30 at night until 6:30 in the morning. The premise is that the only people awake at that hour is the criminals, the cops, and the dogs. So it became dog watch.
Great. Well, thanks for your time tonight.
Thank you.
The Exchange Club is America's premier service club, and we are working to make our communities a better place to live.
The East Minneapolis Exchange Club's mission is to support Americanism and to protect children. The Book of Golden Deeds Award, which celebrates someone in the community who has dedicated a long period of time to service. Tonight, that was Tom Siwek. Tom Siwek is acknowledged for his support of the Northeast Minneapolis community, and especially for the support of children and kids and adolescents, which is part of the Exchange Club mission. He has taken the Exchange Club above and beyond what they've ever performed before, with the creation of the Food Truck Jam, as well as the new Build Your Own Breakfast, which just occurred a week ago at Psycho Susie's in Northeast Minneapolis. He's reinventing everything the club is about. He's recruited, I would suspect, 15 members at least in the last 2 years, me being one of them, trying to energize the base, having new people, new voices, and new creativity, and I think it's really showing off.
Tom really has been an inspiring example of Exchange Club membership. Community accomplishments where nice people get together and make things happen. He self-describes himself as a people person who's always involved with kids. Other people's kids, his own kids, his extended family through nieces and nephews. He is an active member of an organization of lumber people who do charitable work activities focused on training teachers in the community. He is our Minnesota District Director for Exchange and President-elect for the district. He is a member of the Northeast Investment Co-op and a member of the board for Walls to Bridges, a tolerance education program in the public schools. As a 20-year member of Exchange, and certainly very involved in the business community, he came into Exchange and very quickly was given a lot of support by our member Jim Nesser to kind of take on the annual youth benefit dinner. And Tom probably has never gotten out of chairing that event. And really, up until this 2013 year, that youth benefit dinner was our biggest fundraiser. I have to say, I think that we passed it up with the Northeast Food Truck Jam. So kudos to Tom. The Exchange Club is really very happy to salute Tom Siwek as our Book of Golden Deeds recipient this year. So please join me in congratulating him.
All right, well, thank you for the recognition. You know, it's an honor to be recognized among the Northeast community for my time and effort I've given to Northeast to continue to be the great place that it is. I truly love Northeast and consider myself fortunate to be part of this community. My commitment to Northeast started, over 20 years ago when Frank Picha, a family friend and Northeast State banker, asked me to join the Exchange Club. I turned me down many, many times. I was young. I didn't know what it was. And then I found out that they passed out flags on Central Avenue at the parade. I thought, well, that sounds like fun, and I like to make kids happy. I like kids, so that would be a perfect fit for me. When I grew up Northeast, I felt like adults were always watching out for kids in Northeast. Not just my neighbor Mabel when we stole her crab apples, or Walt Sr. when we were in the candy aisle, okay? But our teachers, our coaches, bus drivers, our friends' parents, and many, many adults who took interest in our lives. I thought the Exchange Club could help me achieve my desire to mentor, care, protect, and provide for the children in Northeast. I learned the importance of this by the actions of two important people in my life. Individuals that gave their time and effort for others, for the kids in Northeast, and for their entire community. One was my mom. She was an avid volunteer and active participant in our schools and our church. The other was Roger Fox, an individual who spent countless hours mentoring, supporting, and protecting the youth of Northeast. He was a Book of Golden Deeds winner in 1996. As an Exchange Club president in 96, I was honored to present him with this prestigious award. Over the years, I've had the privilege to present this award to other deserving individuals right here at this event. Hearing their inspiring accomplishments makes it very easy to emulate their good deeds. I want to thank all the Exchange Club's past Book of Golden Deeds winners right now. Anyone here, you could stand up if you wouldn't mind. We got a few. Don't be shy. And the list is long and it's glorious, and I'm very, very proud to be a part of it. Most importantly, my inspiration comes from my wife. She's caring, kind, I can't even say it, supportive and loving. I could not have been recognized without this award, without her. Thank you for the Exchange Club for this honor. Thank you for attending the event. Thank you. Sorry about the squeakiness.
We also give the Officer of the Year award, which is also a long-standing tradition. That was given to Nick Englund tonight. He unfortunately was, or fortunately, was in Brazil, but his parents accepted the award on his behalf. He was acknowledged for his exemplary work, for exceeding all of his other officers' expectations and making a general impact in Northeast Minneapolis, and that's the nature of that award. Some years it's just statistics, and some years it's extreme events.
Thank you all for the honor of receiving this award. I apologize for not being here in person to accept it, but be sure that I'm thinking of you from the warm beaches of Brazil. I would like to accept this award on behalf of all the 2nd Precinct officers who do so much good every day and night. I'm confident I can speak for all of my partners when I say it's a privilege to serve the Northeast community, its residents and businesses alike. Northeast has a very unique relationship with its precinct officers that is not common among communities, but very welcomed. In such a typically thankless profession, nothing is more rewarding to a police officer than having a supportive and engaged community. It has been my pleasure to call the 2nd Precinct my home over the last 4 years. Thank you again.
The Northeast Chamber of Commerce can do anywhere from 2 to 4 awards. Tonight we had 2 winners. The Small Business Award winner was Poplock, Minnesota, who has been in business for 7 years and actually been a supporter of this event from the very beginning. The Mid-Sized Business Award was Stanley's Northeast Barroom, which is just celebrated its 3rd anniversary, so they were given that award tonight. Tonight was a really successful event, and we were really happy to celebrate our 5th anniversary. One of the things that we did tonight is that $5 from every event admission was donated back to the club, and they'll then share that with their nonprofits, which is something new and exceptional, and I think very reflective of this particular event. We hope that we just keep going with this partnership. We continue to acknowledge the people that do good work in our community. That is the Book of Golden Deeds winners, that is the Officer of the Year award winners, but it's also our Business Award winners. Part of that application, that nomination process, is what do you give? What do you give back, and what is your place here? So I think that is why this partnership between the Exchange Club and the Northeast Chamber is so valuable.
Well, Hannah, tell us a little bit about the big youth dinner that's held every year upstairs at Jack's. I've had a lot of steaks up there myself.
It's a great event. It's a great space, and the staff at Jack's does a great job. And the Exchange folks do a tremendous job pulling in things for the silent auction and bringing in all kinds of stuff and for people to bid on. And so it was a really great event this year, and it has been for years. It's one of, I think before last year, it was the biggest event that the Exchange did every year. And it's just a great time. There's a great dinner, and then bingo is kind of the thing. People love playing bingo at the event. Tom has been the bingo caller for years and years and years, and people really get excited about it.
You know, and Tom, a little bit earlier, you said that you joined the Exchange Club because you had a fear of public speaking. And so would you say that calling the bingo game has really brought you out of your shell?
Calling bingo, that's what it's all about. Jim Nesser asked me one of my first years there and said, hey, would you MC this event? And in my heart I said, never in my whole life would I do that. But yet he must have saw something that I needed to do it. And I did it, and I've been doing it for a long time, and it's really a fun, great thing.
113 numbers. They are on the board right over here. All the royalty check the numbers so they know they can count that high. Up to 113. So the royalty, they're going to take all those numbers off the board ceremoniously and place them into that barrel right there. All right, Luke, you're on. Oh, the chiropractor was right on it. A little adjustment. Okay, so we got the number in there. Frank, are you good? All right, Frank's good. We're gonna draw the first number is automatic winner for $150, and it's our first bingo number. So here we go. It's Bingo 2014 at the Exchange Club. Big number 100. 100. Who's got that in?
Hannah, how would someone join the Exchange Club?
It's pretty easy. If you show up at Elsie's on a Wednesday between 12:15 and 1:15, that's where we have lunch and we hang out and we bring in guest speakers, and it's really a good time to connect and to be with other like-minded individuals. And you can also check out the website that's listed on the screen.
So either come down to the epicenter of Northeast Minneapolis. all the social activity evolves around the bowling and Elsie's restaurant, and of course the Tuttles do a great job down there. They're quite the operators. Yeah. But you say the website is also a very convenient way to do it in your own home.
Absolutely.
And as a service to the Exchange Club, Channel 6 will also have information on its website. So I want to wrap up today and thank all of you for watching, and thanks for the crew here in the studio, and thanks for what you do to make Northeast just a special place.
Thank you, it's rewarding.